Yes, hello, good morning. So my name is Olaf. I'm the CEO of DocMorris and a board member of the Sorose Group. And I would like to show you an interesting story. So it doesn't really start very digital at all. It's about changing an 800-year-old gilded system. It's about pharmacy business. So as maybe the most of you are aware of, the pharmacy business is still a very protected business. In some countries, for example in the UK, we have some pharmacy chains. But in the rest of Europe, only pharmacists are allowed to own pharmacies. And hence, there are 100,000 individual pharmacists, and they protect their business. Only those guys are allowed to run a business, to run a pharmacy. Companies are not allowed to own pharmacies, so very protected business, and they have survived for more than 800 years. No online, everything is brick and mortar, and what we want to do is to change this into the online world and even into the e-health world. This is our story. It's a huge market out there, and I will show you that later. And secondly, we are very well positioned in this market. We have great brands, we have great size, millions of customers, and a lot of know-how which we have gathered in the last 25 years. And we are pretty sure change is going to happen now. I think this is a very compelling slide because what you can easily see, there's no online penetration in this market. There's 150 billion or 130 billion, depending on how you define it, a market out there only in Europe, and there's no online business in it as only 2 or 3% market share. And if you look into the apparel or the Amazons, you all know those numbers. So it shows a huge potential. We don't know how this is going to end up, 20%, 30%, we don't know, but for sure it's not staying on the 1 or 2%, so huge, huge opportunity. This is our company. We are by far the number one. We have 1.2, 1.3 billion in sales, 750 million in Germany, the rest in Switzerland and Austria, and it's a mixture of RX, so chronic diseases. We serve chronic diseases, as well as OTC and BPC products, so all the way to beauty and personal care. And the next in line is the Shop Apotheker and Apotheker, and you can see in terms of size, they are far away from what we have achieved so far. We strongly believe now it's the time for the change. Digital finally also goes into e-health or into healthcare. Let me give you one example. For right now in Germany, first-time online consultations with doctors are allowed. First time. It also changes now in Spain, it changes in France. And those online consultations, doctors can even issue an e-script, and that e-script can then be forwarded into our system. There's a lot of cost pressure, we all know this. Europe gets older and older, and it becomes what we call a chronic monster, and healthcare costs are rising, so it's about finding new solutions. It can't be that only brick and mortar pharmacies and individually run by pharmacists, this is an inefficient system, and we strongly believe serving this from an online perspective will bring down costs significantly. The demographic change we don't need to discuss, and I think we have strong brands in place. Our brands are well known in the markets. We have brand awareness which is higher than 70%. We strongly believe in a winner-takes-it-all approach, so that is why we acquired a lot of companies in the past, which you can see here. And it brings us additional scale, but also brings us additional capabilities, and especially the acquisition of PromoFarma, which we did in the summer of this year together with NOAH. It actually brings us also into the marketplace model, because as of now, we only run an online e-commerce business. So far, we have almost 6 million active customers in Germany, so we have also a lot of customers in Switzerland, Austria, so we're by far the one and by far the largest e-health platform which is out there in Europe. And of course, the target is to extend this platform, especially using PromoFarma for the launch and for the rollout in Spain, France, and Italy. Our vision is not only to generate a large e-commerce business, but is to create an e-health platform across Europe. So we would like to become the Amazon of healthcare, and we think we are ideally set up to do so. We will extend our business model from e-commerce into marketplace. We will launch even more healthcare services, and then we will build an ecosystem which is unmatched in Europe. Let me give you just one or two examples. Looks a little bit messy, but what we have achieved already today is, I mean, you can see an online doctor. This is a part on our platform. The online doctor is issuing a script. An e-script. This gets forwarded into our pharmacy. We use the data from the patients we have, from all of the purchasing, OTC, BPC, RX. We do the medication management based on the data. This is an additional service to the customer, and then we deliver the product to its place, either next day or based on the platform model, which we want to roll out, are even same day or same hours. So you don't have to go to the doctor, you don't have to go to the pharmacy. You can simply do this all online. You get a better service based on data, and we will deliver this within an hour across Europe. This is our vision, and so far I think, especially with the acquisition of PromoFarma, we were best positioned to execute this. So this is actually my 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. Here I am.
Yes, yes.
Just in time.
So I was told to speed up a little bit. So
yeah, speeding up is always good. Yeah. So thank you so much. David, come a bit closer.
Okay.
So now you are going to...
Okay, thank you.
So you're going to go after a very large segment, in kind of under-penetrated segment. I love this online penetration statistics. Yes. And PromoFarma is going to help you. So David, what is PromoFarma? Give us a quick overview.
Yeah, well, PromoFarma is an e-commerce marketplace. We are selling mostly health, beauty, personal care products, always to end customers and consumers, but from hundreds of independent pharmacies. So we don't have any kind of a stock, we don't have any kind of warehouse. What we do is integrate the catalog, the pricing, the stock levels directly from pharmacies, and then we manage the end-to-end supply chain to ensure that the shipping from those pharmacies to end customers is fast and in less than 24 hours.
So marketplace is a new business model because you are like a traditional e-commerce business, catalog, selling, inventory, etc. What did you see in PromoFarma? How does it help your story to become the Amazon of the healthcare industry?
Well, I mean, Amazon is the best answer. Amazon has they have their own business and they have the marketplace business. So I think the combination is something which is very compelling from a customer perspective. And secondly, I mean, we are not so strong in the southern part of Europe. Mm-hmm. So, and those guys are market leader in Spain, so we can roll out France, Italy easily with that model and even combine it with our model. So we have own sales, and then we have the marketplace. And I think what's the most relevant one is, I mean, those guys are really tech-driven. Yes, it's a tech-driven, very agile company, I have to admit. So, so therefore, we also see a lift up in terms of moving into more tech-driven kind of approach. Mm-hmm. And I think together that could be a great combination.
Okay, so lots of reasons for the combination. Business model extension, geographic expansion for you, and then also cultural fit, combining your 20 years of experience as DocMorris with the tech savviness latest to market. Yeah. So as a consumer, why would I come to DocMorris, to PromoFarma? Why wouldn't I go to Amazon? What's like the edge, or what is this thing you are delivering versus the competition?
I think we are delivering the entire healthcare system. So it's not only selling beauty and personal care products, it's really the healthcare approach. So you can have, as I said, you can have an online consultation, you can get RX products, OTC, BPC. We use the data to develop additional services. We will have partners on our platform. So for example, we have deals with payers. Yeah, we have a deal with a payer if a customer or a member of that payer is willing to use only online doctor and to use only online pharmacy, they get a 20% reduction in their monthly payment. Yeah, so it's an entire healthcare approach rather than just selling products.
And price, I remember when we looked at PromoFarma, I was shocked about the differences in price, in Spain in particular, that depending on where the pharmacy sources the product, through wholesale or direct, there were differences of like 40 to 50% in price, and you're passing this this on to the consumer. Now, last question. We talked a little bit about regulation today, and it's one where we want to do more work in as NOAH. Yeah. What do you see in the regulatory framework? What would you say to our politicians, what they need to change in order to deliver more value to the consumer? Is there anything you're really upset about? We were talking about the RX side, but...
Yes. So I think what they really should do is, first of all, we need an e-script. We need an e-script around across Europe, because I mean you can't tell in these days that you go to a doctor, you get a piece of paper, and then you have to see a physical.
But why do we have
pharmacy.
that yet?
Yes. This is all protection. It's only protection. It's protection from the gilded system I tried to explain earlier. Yeah. So it's only about protection. And the second thing which we definitely need is a healthcare record, because we need a 360-degree on healthcare data. If we can't provide that, it will always be a poor service. Yeah. So e-script and health record, this is what we need on a European level.
That's very interesting. Thank you so much. We have later a company called Telepax, which is also in the regulatory healthcare thing, and they're also going digital because e-script makes so much sense, no? Yeah. I mean, we order our taxis online, we find our people to marry online, but our prescription for the medicine we get in a piece of paper. It's very pre-digital. We have to get rid of this inefficient situation. Yeah. Thank you so much, Thanks. Olaf, David. Good luck for the deal. Very pleased to have you. A German-Spanish love story. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.